everything's low.
Everything's low.
Testing, testing.
That should be it right there.
No, that's not it. Right.
I think it is.
That's not it. That's something else.
There we go.
Something else picking up.
getting it?
Are we
Testing?
good?
Yeah. So
Everybody can hear us now.
My God. Testing now.
You
1,
can't hear
2.
me.
it's working.
Testing.
Okay, let's turn
Okay.
on the video then.
All right,
Make sure
so
that's
hit-
good.
hit per video, or just put the-
So all we needed to do was restart.
Restart.
Boom.
Okay, how about now?
I think we
We're
solved it.
back.
It involved restarting the computer.
Yeah, the computer was
Any
unplugged,
confirmation? All right.
and now we plugged in the computer, so we're back, guys. This should tell you that we're developing a game and not a Twitch service.
That's
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right, right.
Yeah, fair.
It seems like every time we do it, there's something else that's different.
It's actually
And,
a running kind of joke a little bit in the studios.
Yeah.
On what will we run? What gremlin will we find this?
What audio problem are we going to have today?
Because there's always a gremlin somewhere. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
We always
So
figure it
much
out.
water.
Always
So
figure it out.
we're good, right? We're good? All right. Guys, so sorry, but we have really good news that to compensate for.
Good news, everybody!
Yes, great news. Actually, I don't think I told you the one piece of great news. I forgot to mention it, but we will go ahead and announce it now. That our summer crowdsourcing closed, the extension closed, as everyone knows, on the 22nd.
Uh-huh.
And we were just 50 participants away from the 2,500 backer goal furniture.
That's pretty cool. Really
It
close.
was really
Very
close.
And
We're gonna unlock it.
Yeah!
Yay! So I will personally purchase 50 things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
We'll hand them out
All right, cool.
to people.
oh, cool.
That'd be fun.
That'll be real fun.
Right, yeah.
I enjoy that.
So congratulations on unlocking the Founders Dance, now the furniture, and the Wand of Many Things.
I'm really excited we get to do
which
that.
I cannot
cool
wait
one.
to
Yeah,
use.
it's gonna be fun.
I'm going to use it on you first.
Nice.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
And
There
then
you
Peter
go.
second.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we have some cool stuff to show you today, including a video, environment preview. And
It is really cool looking.
It is amazing looking. This is a combination of efforts from the Baconator, John, and Tristan.
Yeah, they are a dynamic trio. They make beautiful things every day.
Absolutely, they are our jewels of environments. And why don't we go ahead and we'll show it to you, and then talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a plan to
We're
me.
Ready to show that, Mr. Bacon? All right, let's take a look.
Sound working.
Oh, we're live.
Thanks, Michael.
I think that, you know, it is pretty awesome to see the world come to life.
It is.
Right? And obviously at PAX, which this environment will be present for, right? We showed the arenas previously. Well, this is the environment that players are going to be able to run through with one of our developers with them and kind of experience this beautiful world, this dangerous world, but beautiful world, right?
It's a world that will bite back.
Yes, exactly. So that's pretty cool to see this thing come to life.
It is. It is. And our artists are doing such a phenomenal job. You know, when we first started talking about this environment, I was a little bit worried because, you know, we use terms like stark and dead, and I'm worried that everything's going to look brown and kind of uniform. But these guys pulled the life out of it and just made it incredible. It's really neat looking.
Yes, our art team is phenomenal. If I don't say so myself.
No, I think it's plain that they're
Absolutely,
amazing.
yes. Yeah. So cool thing about this environment is there will be some hazards that exist within the environment, and some of the things I think we saw there were pools, right? Some kind of hot springs, and not all hot springs are water. Some could be
dangerous,
and some steam perhaps, and gases and stuff like that. And
you just want to watch your step, is what we're saying.
Exactly. Yes. The environment's going to be much more interactive. You're going to actually experience these hazards as a point of strategic movement and being cognizant of where you're at and what engagements you take and where those engagements might take you, and knowing where not to go. We have a boss that people are going to be able to experience at PAX, which is kind of a boss that is of the mountain itself, of the volcano,
of the whole area, right? Like he has influence over this entire place, and it's up to the players to try and stop that influence, because as you can see, it's not good.
No, it is not. It is corrupt, some might say.
Nice.
Yes,
I would say that.
Thank you.
Wow, sorry, that was good.
Okay, some more things actually we have to show you guys. Now, last week, or the week before last, we showed you some concept pieces for our cleric, which will be playable at PAX, and it's also going to be present in our Friends and Family in Alpha Zero. That armor that was on this concept piece, actually now one of our character artists, our modeler, Keith Kovac, has a work in progress on that armor set. So if we want to bring up the video piece for that armor set, oh my goodness, we see it.
So cool.
Keith did an awesome job in modeling this, and Jeff did a great job. Jeff Deliere did a great job in concepting this. I love the colors of this piece. And
the colors, the materials, the shapes. It's all really, really good stuff. And it's all really modular, too. So we can take this and do a lot of different things with the shape, with the colors, and change it around to use it in a number of different ways. And each way, very different from the last. But because it's modular, our performance maintains itself.
Not only that, but that modular access on the player side gives them the capability to use dyes to change the appearance here, you know, perhaps even some type of appearance change itself, on individual pieces. That's pretty cool that, you know, players will be able to customize their own presentation of this armor
You get
suit.
to be who you want to be.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Love it. Very cool. So that's going to be present at PAX. We got a few more over the next couple weeks. Over the next several weeks, we'll be showing you the tank armor. We'll be showing you the Ranger. You've seen similar. That's going to be present as well, and the Mage is going to have a little bit of a revamp as well on that piece, that armor piece. Let's go ahead and take a look at. You know, we'll just get the PAX aside, because I know we have a lot of stuff that we're getting things ready for PAX. But one of the cool things that actually announcement-wise is not just going to be available at PAX, but also will be available on the website is merchandise.
Yes.
We're going to be rolling out.
We're getting those pipelines finished and complete, and we're starting to see stuff turn around.
We have some pretty cool ideas on the merchandise. Some might be a little bit,
little bold.
Little bold.
Little out there.
Little bold.
But it's nice.
A little controversial.
Some hats I'll wear. Some I might not.
Oh man. Okay, so let's just start at the top. We want to zoom into the top left there. And we'll start with, we got some lanyards and mouse pads. Lanyards and mouse pads that are going to be at PAX. We're going to have them on the store as well. We have some baseball caps there. And a little bit shorter, a little bit down more, a little bit, and there it is.
And there it is.
What a good hat.
That is a great looking hat. Making MMOs great again. Make MMOs great again.
Great tagline.
I mean, it's a fact, right? Like
Right.
it's not wrong.
Right.
Oh no. And we have a sandal. Not two sandals.
Just
only
one.
Just one, because the other one is lost.
Nice.
We don't know where it is.
Exactly.
Right? You have to find it. It's like a scavenger hunt.
Kind of.
In the world somewhere.
And then you'll have a complete set.
Ashes go.
And what happens
There you go.
when you finish that set? Oh my God, that's a brilliant idea.
Bit of set bonus.
Yes!
Sandal
Ashes
set
go!
bonus.
Yes!
Sandals go. No.
Sandals in the box.
Sandals in the box. We have some pretty cool apparel. You know, you guys have seen probably we have two different styles of our Phoenix. Both styles will be available through our little zip-up sweater and shirts. And do we have the pin? We have, so as you
Yeah, I think
know,
that's a
or as you
separate.
may not know, PAX stands for the Penny
Arcade.
Expo, right? And let's go ahead and zoom in on the pin. There we go. That pin is going to be present at PAX and only at PAX.
Only at PAX. Only for this year.
Yes, and
Right.
only for this year. That's right. You can see it has a little Space Needle in the background. No, this is not a reveal that Ashes of Creation is actually on Earth. In the
Right? No. We are not Planet of the Apes.
Not the twist.
Yeah. No Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica, exactly. You're going to be roaming one of the beaches and the Statue
Right.
of Liberty's going to be there. No. That does not confirm that, but it is giving you just a presence of, you know, this is PAX West where we're debuting this pin, and it's only going to be available there. We're going to have some collector pins as we go to different events, right? And it's going to be just a cool thing for those of you who enjoy going to those events. Another thing that we're going to have are our race buttons. So these are the icons associated with the different races out there, and you will be able to I guess, well, oh my goodness, we don't have the Tolnar in here. We'll have to get the Tolnar in. Yeah.
How did we?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's okay. We'll grab the Tolnar in there. But these are buttons that are going to be, you know, things that you can collect as well. Put them on your backpacks and whatever.
Yep.
You know, things kind of that.
Use how you wish.
Absolutely. So we're pretty excited about rolling out some merchandise. I know a lot of you who are planning to attend PAX are interested in getting badges, and we will be releasing packages today that will have badges available. We already have the preliminary setup on the store. We just need to go ahead and unlock access for our general users to the store, which will have PAX packages available with some unique in-game cosmetics. If you attend PAX, you'll get some unique in-game cosmetics.
Yeah.
So pretty excited about that.
I think really what I'm excited about is meeting a lot of you guys. We really haven't had a chance yet to really like physically interact, and I think this is going to be our first time. So.
Although I did see a few at Comic-Con.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go this year.
I had 6 people come up, and you know, I got to
No
chat with
way!
them. And
That's
at
cool.
the game store,
That's true
where
as well.
where I play tabletop miniature games, I've
Yeah.
had a couple people. that
That's
I got
really
to
cool.
meet.
That's
That was
really
pretty
cool.
That's
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool. And we had well, don't want to say that. So yes, that is a really exciting part.
Yeah.
It's getting to meet everybody. Okay, we also have set up in Discord a channel called what did I call it? I don't remember what I called it. Questions_live_stream. You can post a question in there. Just tag Intrepid Studios, post a question, and you can post one every 10 minutes. We'll get to those after we answer some of our forum questions.
All right. Okay, this one's from Alluring. Will eating food in a tavern have different effects than food consumed out in the world?
So,
yeah, I mean, to a degree. There's specific food for eating.
There's a cooking profession as
Right.
well, which kind of takes those raw foods that you may harvest or gather or find out in the wild and prepares them into a different tier of item
Right.
above, right? So like you can grab wild mushrooms and eat those and they may have a minimal effect or something, right? Or you can maybe even combine them. But when you have a cooking profession that takes different ingredients and forms plates or meals out of them, those plates and meals will have different effect on the user than what you would find out in the wild.
Right.
And then when you're in a tavern, and if that tavern is spec'd for it, then you get riders on top of that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so yeah, there's
proximity.
yeah,
Right?
right.
So like
so
if the-
as you leave,
Yes, and if the taverns don't necessarily have to be just in towns.
Right.
They can be on a freehold, and if you stay within proximity of the freehold that the person has built that tavern or whatever, you'll have adjusted benefits because of that.
Yep.
Yeah, which is pretty cool because, as we've said in the past, it means that there is an importance to the location of individuals' freeholds
Right.
where they decide to plop it down.
that's strategic too.
Yes.
The next question is from LexMax. Jeff made a reference to guild housing in the DJ Tech Live Q&A. Does this refer to the existing types of guild structures, such as guild halls, fortresses, and castles, or does this refer to guild-owned player housing?
The former, not the latter. Yeah, sometimes I get a little bit sloppy with my language, but yeah, when I say guild housing, I'm generally referring to guild halls. So yeah.
Right.
Okay, next
Sorry
one.
for any confusion.
Next one is Zanshian.
Told you, Stimpy.
Oh, what experience system will we be using? Will we have a multitude of skills that must be leveled individually, or is there one catch-all pool?
There's
okay,
one
so
catch-all pool, basically.
right. So mostly skill. I don't think experience, but more so like the skills they're asking about,
Yeah.
right?
Can I see that question?
Sure.
What was it?
The
Number 3?
third one, Zanthian or Zanshian.
Got it. Catch-all pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you will be able to spec. So as you level, you'll get skill points, and as you get skill points, you can spec deeper into certain skills and other skills. So in that way, you will see kind of a progression of skills too.
Yes.
So yeah, just keep that in mind.
And it's important to note that you're going to have skill trees that you cannot have all the skills
Right.
of, right? You're
Yep.
going to have to pick and choose certain build outs. And it's not to say that certain builds will just be naturally better than others. They won't be. They'll be balanced for the type of encounters you are going to be experiencing,
Right.
how you want your character within its role to act and interact with the outside world and other players.
Right.
Yeah.
Next one from T Elf. Will caravans have set routes, or will we be able to take them anywhere we please?
Both, actually. And we'll be testing this. This is going to be tested in alpha and beta. But there are different types of caravans. Obviously, there's going to be self-directed caravans that players will be able to kind of spawn within a certain proximity of the origin location that the
Right.
certificate's been stamped for, right? And then there's also going to be quest-driven caravans that may exist between
Right.
different nodes that are going to be driven by the system, and you'll have escort duty.
Yeah, and these are more of the like trade route kind of things that you set
Correct.
up between nodes.
Yes.
Right. So next one from Ninja Shadow. Can our characters be a cross between two races?
The closest we get to that is the Tolnar.
It's 3 races.
But yeah, when you're choosing a race, you're choosing one race. You can't intermingle those, and that's part of the.
In a sense, the lore incorporates
Yeah.
the fact that you are really a divergence of your parent race.
Right.
So I guess technically that's kind of too.
A little
but
bit.
you can't be like, I'm a Kalar and a Valoon
Right.
or something.
Yeah, and then you mix those attributes, and it gets really messy on the back
Yeah.
end for us to do that.
So next question from Tug O War. Last stream you mentioned that components of caravans will be crafted. Does this mean just parts of the caravan are player crafted, or the whole caravan? More generally, are things in the world going to be completely dependent on players to craft them? So those are two, I guess, different questions.
So when you're forming, and again, this is subject to testing because we have a couple of philosophies on this, but what we're going to be moving with first into testing is going to be when you're creating a caravan as sort of a certificate that gets stamped within proximity to an NPC, either at a node or some other point of interest. That certificate is comprised of multiple components, basically. You're going to have wheels, you're going to have the chassis, you're going to have the steeds of the caravan, what type of steeds, could not always horses. You're going to have armor rating, you're going to have hit points, you're going to have all these different components that relate to the specifics of what that caravan is, will be a culmination of these things. Now there's going to be base values.
Right, it's sort of default levels.
Right, exactly, yeah.
But it's up to the crafters to kind of bring those extra parts to the caravan itself. So in essence, yes, you can build up your own full caravan from scratch. And you may have to work with other people to make the best kind of caravan.
Yes.
And then also generally, players will be building most of the things in the world.
Yes.
So.
Okay. From Nightshade Raven, will we have jewelry crafting?
Yes.
There's jewelry, yes.
All right.
Yeah, so we have jewelry as a slot, and if it has a slot, then players are going to be crafting it. So.
Next one from Kaelron. Will there be race-locked or class-locked crafting content?
What was the first part? Raid locked?
Race locked.
Oh, race locked. Crafting content that is race locked or class locked.
I can't imagine a
think of it.
situation where we do that.
Yeah, unless it was something specifically quest oriented that might be restricted to an organization, like you must
Maybe
be a member of the
organizationally,
organization.
but not racially
Right.
or class based that I can think of. Now, don't quote me 100% on that. There's always exceptions to the rule, but
Yeah.
but I can't think of anything.
Generally, if it's something that's usable by all players,
Right.
you're not going to see it locked behind a race or a class wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, next from Blood Prophet. Will the character screen be inspectable by others?
You mean like stat screen?
So like when you can see someone maybe in the armory, like when you check them
Oh,
out.
okay.
You check
or-
out their like gear score
Yeah.
/ equipment.
Right.
Oh, there's like
Stuff
an
like
inspection
that.
tab. and that kind of
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
It'd probably be something that we give players the option to opt into. I don't think we generally want people snooping on other people's gear. This is a PvP game, and we want
Yeah.
like the ability to obfuscate that and to use visual cues to kind of determine who your opponent is, rather than just being able to check out who
Also,
they are.
we don't want. There's a general sentiment that comes along with being able or being by default able to see another person's quote unquote gear score /
Right.
equipment list. And that attitude is one of kind of an elitism one. Like
It is.
you
It
know,
is.
You're not welcome in this raid.
It can
because of
cause
this or
unwelcome
this
behavior,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the concept behind Ashes of Creation is that sense of community, that massive
Right.
feeling, and we want people to interact with each other because there's going to be a lot of events that occur in the world that's going to require interaction. And if we allow for tools that can kind of move away from that,
Right.
it seems like we're just undercutting the whole philosophy behind that community presence. You know?
All right, next from APOC. How many gear slots are you guys aiming to have?
We have 8 armor and 5 jewelry at the moment, with 2 weapons.
2 weapons in a range
2
slot.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever that ends up being, I can't add right now.
Plus 5. 16?
Something like that.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, 16. 16 is the number.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ship it.
Okay, from Raven. When players first arrive, will the world be completely fresh and empty, or will there be a number of large, static, not node-related, established NPC communities / cities around the areas of the gates or elsewhere?
So when you first enter the world, you're going to be entering in one of 5 locations. Either you'll be entering as a member of the Tolnar in the underground areas, the Underrealm, or you'll be entering at one of the 4 great divine gateways. You will not be restricted to a specific gateway based on your race choice. You can choose a race and elect to start at any of the 4 great divine gateways. Within proximity of the great gateways, there are settlements that are NPC settlements, and those are kind of the scouts that were sent by your race, by a nation, to establish kind of camps and that little settlement. And
A little
that's
foothold.
A little foothold.
Yeah.
And that is on a very small portion of the map.
Right.
And it's just to give you room to enter in and get your whereabouts known,
Right. You get a sense of what the systems are like, get comfortable with the game before you actually throw yourself out into the wilderness.
Right.
So yeah, we do have a little structured intro to the game in those areas. And those will generally never change.
And yeah, those are pretty
Yeah.
static. And then outside of that, you're moving into the wilderness,
Right.
which is predominantly maybe over 95% of what the world will be. Is
probably about right.
wilderness, Yeah.
Okay, last one by Aeon Oron. Will you give away PAX hats to the fans who want to look cooler?
Will we give away PAX hats to the fans that want to look cooler?
That's the question.
Oh, I'd imagine all of our fans want to look cooler.
I would assume so. I hope all of our fans will be wearing the
PAX
hats.
There will be PAX hats available both. PAX hats. No, not specifically PAX hats.
We'll have hats that we will be
have
selling
hats
at PAX.
PAX,
Right.
but not PAX
And some of
hats.
them we may give away.
Yes, for
but
sure.
it may not be related to how cool you want to look.
That's true.
That's true.
But you'll
That's
look pretty
subjective.
cool if you wear them.
I agree.
I believe, yeah. All right, so let's move on to some questions that are in Discord.
Do we want to show any of the concept art?
Oh, yeah. Let's show some of the concept art.
Yeah.
That's true. We can grab some
Do
questions
we
on
want
that
to
stuff.
show? Oh, you know what? Sorry. Looking at the great and powerful Baconator, I was reminded that the Baconator is actually creating the badges associated with our Kickstarter packages.
Yeah.
And he has a work in progress on them. This is one of Bacon's many talents. In addition to his environmental 3D work, he is also a great artist, 2D artist, and he is making these badges pretty cool. So you can get a look at these work in progress. Let's start out with the Explorer badge. Nice, I like it.
I like the little demon guy.
So what is that, Bacon? That's a island out in the world that you're exploring too. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you're looking through a monoscope or whatever.
Looking through the monoscope.
Binocular or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. A little spyglass thing. We got
It's
this
funny, I thought that was a
settler.
compass.
Did you think it was a compass?
Yeah, because it fit well,
It
right?
does look like it.
Kind of like a compass / spyglass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe when you look through the spyglass, it shows you if you're looking north or
Oh,
not.
that sounds
spy
really
compass.
technological to
New
me.
invention. Yeah, well, that's
Right.
true. Magical. Magical.
Trademark that.
Yeah, right?
Like those.
We have a settler badge with you have settled in a little cottage, which is
really comfy.
quaint. It's very nice. I like it. Pioneer, getting out there and exploring for that new found metallurgical
Metallurgical?
piece.
I don't know.
Okay. We have a founder badge. I love the banner and just the fabric work on that and the cool angular appeal of the borders. That's pretty awesome. Warrior of old. Many spears, many strong spears. I know there's a lot of people out there who wanted to make sure there are spears in the game.
Yep.
Uncle Bacon just confirmed spears in the
That's
game.
true.
Very nice. Braver of worlds. You have braved the gateway and entered this
You've
world.
made it to the other side.
I love it. Leader of men, forming those alliances, those partnerships.
Those bonds.
Those bonds. Oh, love it. What do we got beneath that? I can't quite see it.
I can't
Roll it
read
up a little
the
bit.
text.
Roll it up,
Down,
no,
down,
down.
down.
I mean, there you go.
There we go.
The royalty badge, that house kind of sigil of the Phoenix. I love the little chicken claw coming out. That's so awesome. Hero of the People is probably, I think, the favorite in the office right now, right? That
It's a sweet helmet.
Yeah,
It is a sweet helmet.
The
It's a sweet
helmet's
helmet.
pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. And the avatar of the Phoenix. That Phoenix is great, Michael. Looks really cool. Love it. Very nice. What else we got? We got some other concept pieces from
Yeah.
Jeff Delia.
He's been cranking them out.
What? That's exactly how it's
The proper
enunciated.
pronunciation, yeah.
We have,
This is the Keeler Staff.
Oh, this is the final rendered version of the staff that he completed last week, I think. Let's get in there a little bit deeper on that. Oh, love that detail. Wow, that's really cool. That's a great design too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the crystal.
Yeah. The asymmetry on the crystal and how it's kind of suspended there, right?
And then basically this gets taken up by John, who will turn it into a finished product.
Yes, John
Yeah.
will be making this prop, this weapon, for players to wield. What else we got? We got the boots, leg armor.
Nice.
There we go. This is just the the amount, and you could probably bring up the wrist with it if you want to. Just kind of have them side by side, maybe. Can do that, I think. Yeah. So these are the detailings that will be found on the cleric armor, I believe, and it just goes into to show, you know, when Jeff's doing his concepting, there is a lot of detail work.
Right. Yeah, because he needs to hand it over to our modelers, and those modelers need to know how all this stuff gets put together, what materials they're made out of, you know, how things attach and make sense. So yeah, he does a really good job of breaking all that down.
Yeah, I love it. I think that is so cool. I like the ring. You know what that ring reminds me of? Well, never mind. No, it's okay. It's cool though.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Do we have any other pieces? No. All right. I think we're good for Discord.
Oh, we got the totem poles.
Which one?
Totem poles?
Oh, the totem
that's right.
poles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Forgot about the totem poles. These.
So you saw these in the video,
Yeah.
but this is kind of the more close-up detail of them.
These are concepted and modeled
By Michael Bacon.
by Michael Bacon, the Baconator.
Michael's
That's so scary.
imagination goes into terrifying places sometimes, but it
those aren't
produces
real faces.
some really great stuff.
Those aren't real faces. They're just finger painting on it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Because
Some people want to sleep at night.
we don't want to make the ESRB
Yeah.
angry. Oh no. Okay, so let's ask some questions from Discord. I'll try to get a little bit to the top of this channel. Okay, Tarsus asks, nodes ?
Yes.
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 All right.
Easy question.
Good question, Tarsus. Thank you. Dezo asks, can I dual wield great swords? I mean, swords can be great.
They can
Right?
be really
They
great.
can be really great. But
Right.
can you dual wield great swords? Probably not. That would be interesting.
We would have to talk about that.
That has to be a very
I don't even think we'd have to talk
specific-
about that one. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Ad Intrepid Studios from Zakalik. Could you give us a teaser of the fishing skill? Sure. Ready, guys?
Ready?
Oh, that was a good cast.
I think my
I got
line's
something.
tangled.
It's
I let
your
go of my
line.
pole already,
It's your
so-
line.
It's my.
What the heck, dude?
I'm
You
sorry.
go that way.
I'm sorry. We were facing the camera.
Unbelievable.
My apologies.
Well, Jeff doesn't know how to fish. Okay, let's see. Chitogi Yoriko. Can you switch gear while in combat?
No.
No.
No. But we'll test that.
No. There's some good reasons for that.
Yes. Okay. Penguin V2 asks, when will you guys release the Node Part 3 video? That's a good question.
It's a really good
great
question.
Yeah, let's just throw that on the...
Yeah, it has
Right.
not been forgotten.
No.
However, we are currently sprinting toward a milestone.
It was good.
I'm sorry, go. What?
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Dead Midget at... Oh, really? Come on. Why's it got to be dead?
Right.
Asks, will Alpha be starting next year, or could we see a surprise in 2017?
Sorry, I'm calming my heart down here.
Jeff's blood pressure.
What do you say, Jeff? All right, that's no. Patrick, Intrepid Studios. Does everybody will be on the same server and/or be able to play together without the need to create a character on a new server? No, there are multiple servers.
Okay.
Yeah, even though we're going for large populations, there is a limit there. This is not space, unfortunately, and that means that we have to be able to support people in
But
small
also,
spaces.
like, they might be alluding to like sharding, kind of like Final Fantasy, like
Where they have channels.
yeah,
Right.
So
Which we're not doing channels.
right.
Viradios. What other creatures do you plan on being tameable or rideable? Do you have any concept art for those creatures? We did show off some mounts, obviously, that are available. If you go to the Kickstarter page, you can see those mounts, and I think on our site as well. We have plans to have a lot of different tameable creatures that relate in some way to the animal husbandry profession, and you'll be able to create different types of creatures if you catch certain creatures out in the wild. Okay, Silver. During a Noto Caravan siege, will healers be able to heal the NPC guards?
Okay, I see.
That's a good question. I do not know yet. We'll probably
that's going to be something that we're going to be trying out. You know, we want the guards to be a significant present, but we don't want them to be the main line of defense. So we'll be testing that out. Optimuslim Prime.
Wow, unbelievable. What support will there be for our peers?
Our peers?
Yeah. Role players.
You said our peers? Yeah, like our friends.
Like our peers. Our peers.
I thought you were talking about like
our
us.
friends.
Right.
Yes, no.
So what support will there be? I think we've gone over this a few times, but I mean, it's going to be about
parlor games.
Places to be social and things
social
to do that
social
are not combat related, right? So so we do have a lot of focus on that. It's going to be player driven as RP generally is, but we're going to give a lot of hooks for you guys to play with that.
Okay. Question from Atropos. What is the #1 response or feedback you are hoping to get from learn from players who experience the Ashes demo at PAX? #1 response I'm looking for is, "Oh my God, this is awesome!"
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, that's what we all hope to hear. But you know, it's just about whether it's fun or not, right? Like we need to, like that. This is our first time kind of putting it out of our office and into the public's hands. So any and all feedback is going to be good for us going forward. So so there's not any one particular thing we're looking for, but kind of everything.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Anything constructive.
Yeah. Lunar Sky. Do you have concept art for the ice and fire elemental skins that you could show us? There will be, but not right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thyralon. Can we expect flails, the chained morning stars, to be usable weapons in game?
That would be very cool.
That'd be awesome.
I like flails a lot.
Isn't that what the Witch King of Agnor had? In Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not for this game at this point. Each weapon that we have takes a lot of animation because of the way that we're doing things. So we had to be really careful on what weapons we selected. Adding weapons is something that's definitely possible for future content updates after we launch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But for right now, flails are not within our scope. So
correct. Kimmy, are we going to get jumping puzzles?
Yes.
Jumping puzzles.
It's part of making the environment interesting. You know, it's we don't want it to be, you know, floaty third person. This
and it's
sucks,
not going to be
but
super like prevalent everywhere.
Right,
and everything.
right.
There's going to be very specific situations of it. Okay, let's see. From Kaltor, will there be halberds and bagpipes?
Wow.
Can we put an or there, maybe?
No, you have a bagpipe and a halberd, and that's what you do. It's a hybrid bard class.
Yeah. I took bard fighter.
There's definitely ways for kind of a instrument transmog for the bard potentially to have, like, instead of playing a flute or a violin, if they're going to be musical,
right?
That they could have a bagpipe, and that could be, you know, either got in the wild or whatever, and it would just change the song or music being played, right? It would keep the score, but it would change the music a little bit. Potentially, we'll see. I don't know.
Bagpipes are not confirmed, though. Yeah. I would like to point that out. It's a possibility.
I think it's an easy cosmetic thing, really. It's mainly cosmetic. The halberds, though, that's a question.
Well, that's the spears. Pole arms.
And again, that could be another cosmetic because it would act as a long sword. Right.
Yeah, and we don't want all of our spears to just look pointy things.
Pointy.
Some of them will be
pointy things. All right. Oyerth asks, will Ashes have a dynamic weather system? If so, will there be a variation in intensity, such as drizzle, storm, blizzard, snow. That's how the weather in Texas.
Hurricane, tornado.
No, those two don't correlate.
No?
You don't progress from a hurricane to a tornado.
That's true. That'd be a bad day.
Just kidding.
Dust storm.
Dust storm.
Sandbowl.
Dust devil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dust Bowl.
Answer to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The answer to that question is yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a matter of degree, right? Like, the more variation we have, I think the more interesting it becomes. So.
All right. Let's see. Next question. Mitsuner, I love you, Stephen? Question mark.
I don't know. I don't know the answer
Right.
to that question.
To be fair, I don't think she put a question mark.
Oh.
Oh.
It was a period.
Confirmed.
Oh.
It was a
Okay.
period.
I see how this goes.
Next person, Gallant, I love you, Jeffrey. He didn't actually say that.
Oh.
His question was...
Oh, you just broke my heart.
Right, it was like, he was really excited for it.
Oh.
That's rough.
I'm just kidding. Gallant says, will we be able to kill any NPC? I'm so sorry.
Poor Jeff.
I love you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I love you too,
Thank you. There you
Steven.
go. Say
Nice.
it.
That's right.
At the end of these streams, it always feels like
Yeah,
we get real loose.
little loose.
Yeah. Someone's put gin in this mug.
Nice.
There's no gin in this
We're
mug.
officially off the
Sorry,
rails.
go ahead.
You're the one asking the question.
Will we be able to kill any NPC? Any
No.
NPC?
No.
No.
No, there's going to be some.
Yeah,
that
it's
are
not going to be Fallout.
protected.
It's definitely not going to be Fallout.
Okay.
Old school Fallout.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here we go. Will there be 1v1 or 2v2 arenas, or is 4v4 the smallest team size for PvP? There will be 1v1s. There will be
3v3s.
other sizes. Yes.
Right.
It's just for packs that we're doing the 4v4.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Will bosses have artificial intelligence in some way?
That's rough.
Yeah,
like
they have
I
to.
mean, it's
They
like,
have to
yes.
have artificial
Yeah.
intelligence.
Have to have AI.
Yeah, they're gonna
Otherwise,
do
they
things.
won't work.
Right.
However, yeah, I mean, there's going to be some scripting, some decisions being made by the bosses, and even NPCs.
We want them to be dynamic fights,
Right.
not you're just wailing on somebody standing there. So
Right.
for sure, yeah.
This is a cool question. Zero Absolute asks, is there going to be hidden spells in the game? Such as ones that may not appear naturally on your skill bar or on your skill path, but something you would have to discover an artifact for, and then it appears available on your skill tree.
We've talked about discoveries
Yeah.
before, but
Yeah.
We haven't
Directly
nailed
correlated
down
to skills.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There will be hidden things, and they will be discoverable. Will they be skills?
That's for you to discover.
Yes! You took the words right out of
Well
my mouth.
done, Peter.
This is a very tough question. Aristocrat, or Astrocat, sorry. Astrocat.
That got a lot
The
better
aristocrat.
really quick. Yeah.
Will AOC be pay to win?
No.
No.
It's our primary.
No, we
thing.
were, yeah.
We're a definite no there. Okay. Kasarek. Will each weapon have its own animation or fighting style? Will these weapons have different magical animations for the casters, i.e. a mage with a greatsword produces a slashing line and fire in place of a fireball, while a mage with a warhammer launches a fireball shaped like a hammer?
Not so much that last part, but yes.
Different
Former for
animations
sure.
Yeah,
and fighting styles,
the
yeah.
fighting styles are decoupled from the actual class that you have and the skills that you have. So you'll be seeing different cast animations with a greatsword, different cast animations with a staff, different cast animations with a book. So yeah, you'll see that stuff kind of changed up quite a bit. You probably won't be using the weapon in all of those abilities. I don't think that we're going to be throwing fiery hammers with fireball, but you will have a hammer and you will throw a fireball. So
Nice. If you can dodge a hammer?
you can dodge.
dodge
You
a
probably
fireball.
can't dodge a fireball actually. Fireball's way harder to dodge.
It's different.
than a hammer.
You could potentially dodge it.
A fireball explodes.
True.
What if it's delayed fireball?
It's got
But
AoE.
there's a cast associated, right? And during that cast,
You move around maybe.
yeah. Einstein asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pleased are you with your current goals and progress? An 11?
Yeah, we're doing pretty darn good.
I'd say an 11.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Spinal Tap 11, right?
Nice.
Wow. Well, not that. Yeah. It's a movie.
I think I'd probably go with 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm full up on my pleases bunch.
Oh my goodness. Not an 11.
I'm gonna be
No,
that guy.
you're right. Only not 11.
Only not an 11. Only 1.
All right, fine.
That's what I thought. I was about to say, don't bother coming to work tomorrow.
Can somebody start tallying how many times I get threatened to be fired on?
Please come into work tomorrow. Okay. Jay Alabaster. Will there be plant-based mounts that can grow out of the ground when summoned?
There definitely could be.
There
definitely could be.
A plant-based mount. Like the one from Little Shop of Horrors.
That's very scary.
But that one was great. It could eat people.
We need to give it legs so it can
Oh,
go
yeah,
around.
that's
Yep.
true. It'd have to, like,
Yeah.
tenderly around. Okay.
I dig it, for sure.
Let's go with Mr. Drunken Prophets from Roven. Can you talk about how naval combat will be on the seas, or how you envision it? Maybe some of the features you'd like to add, both PvE and PvP, pertaining to just naval combat. That is a very big question.
Really good one too.
It's a great one, for sure. Personally, when I envision naval combat, I see there being different types of ships that have different capabilities, that have different types of armaments, that have different roles to play out on the high seas.
Right.
And again, playing with that counterbalance between those different types of ships, both from a PvP perspective against each other, as well as performing certain roles when having raids in the open seas against large monsters or bosses, whatever, that are going to be present out there. I think that it's going to be something that scales from ships going from a solo perspective, a solo player having a smaller ship, to group-sized ships, to raid-sized ships that are much difficult to maintain and utilize in combat to its efficiency. And I think it's going to be a pretty fun environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Here we go. Thief Boom asks, will you be able to change... Oh, shouldn't ask that one. No, we can
Wow.
All right. Will you be able to change...
Vetoed.
Will you be able to change the...
Okay, gotcha.
on female models?
But why male models? No, yeah, so it's from Zoolander.
Yeah.
Just shout out.
Oh, wow.
Shout out
Nice.
to Ben Stiller.
Shout out. Nice.
But, yeah.
Why male models? Yes, you'll be able to change
I think we actually tackled that
before.
a little bit before,
Right,
2
we
months
did.
ago, right?
There you go. We did.
So, yes.
So yes, you're awfully silent on that one.
I was just going to say you can change the size of boobs.
Oh,
but like,
okay, well,
you know,
there it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Unbelievable.
All that wordsmithing for
Okay, AOC mugs. There will be AOC mugs. That was from Toast Ender. And we'll go with one more question. Let me find a good one. A good one. You know what? We'll go with Goat. Goat.
greatest of all time.
And he put a goat emote at the end of the question.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, it's like his signature. That's
yeah.
kind of cool.
He's got it together.
Can you drown in the game?
Yes.
You can drown in the game.
It's definitely possible.
There you go.
But we don't want drowning to get in the way of gameplay either, so
True.
there's going to be ways to get around that.
True. Somebody asked, where can I get the mug? Oh, wait, can't ask that. What was the last question? Guys, thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing this merchandise become available on the website. And if you're going to be coming to PAX, look forward for the tickets, because I know that PAX tickets, I think, are officially sold out. But we have some tickets. And we will see you on our next broadcast, which should be 2 weeks from today.
Yes.
Yep.
At what time?
Good.
At 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Pacific time. All right, everybody. Have an awesome day and a fun weekend. We will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.